Hello, everyone, and welcome to Coffee and Conversation with me, Kathy Jackson. As you can see, I've got my You Can Change the World cup. Whenever I have this cup, which is almost every week, we are going to talk about some things that can change not only your life, but the lives of those who love you. Hold on. So, I know it's the holiday, and if you're lucky, you're not working today and you're probably not on your regularly scheduled coffee break. But if you catch this in the replay, just still say hi to me. Let me know you're watching it in replays. Just say hashtag replay. But if you're here, today is Wednesday, the November 24th, the day before Thanksgiving. And I'm calling it Wealth Building Wednesday. Why? Because every day seems to have a title. Tomorrow's Thursday is Thanksgiving, and then Friday is Black Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday are Small Business Saturday and Sunday, and Monday is Cyber Monday, and Tuesday is Giving Tuesday. So, Wednesday felt a little out of place. So today is Wealth Building Wednesday. How about that? Now, I want to talk to you guys. First of all, I want to tell you. So, as most of you know, I own a paint and sip studio, Deja Hue Art, and so I am always marketing, passing out flyers, letting people know what we have coming up. And so I was at my pickleball, and that's my new pastime. And so I was sharing a flyer with a young lady, telling her about Deja Hue. But now, when I tell people about Deja Hue, I do mention that in the very near future, we will be franchising. And so I mentioned that to the young lady. And I do it because I don't know when I'm going to cross paths with people again. And this might be something they're interested in. And if I don't share it with them, who will? So, take it for how it's worth. Now, she was very interested when I shared that with her. When you have conversations, you read body language, you read facial expressions and tone. And so her tone and her body language and even her questions were all geared toward that sounds like an opportunity I'd like to hear more about. Here's the thing though. After I answered whatever questions she had, then she turned and her body language was like, but I'm going to challenge you with this. And she was like, but what's the franchise fee? Right? Like it said it like, I got you here because I know you not just giving this away. And it was interesting to me because no, we're not giving anything away. Anybody who has ever known anything about business, franchise, you know that there's a fee to buy into a franchise, right? And that's normal. As a matter of fact, if someone is offering you a business and they're saying we're just going to give it to you, you don't have to put anything in, no finances, and you're going to be successful, run fast, because you have to invest in yourself and you have to invest in your business in order to be successful. So what bothered me about what she said was not that she asked how much it was going to be. I mean, that's a natural question that's going to come up. But it was the way she said it, as if she was like, I know, I got you now. How much is the fee? Right? So I can give her how much the fee is because we're not set yet to do that. When we're ready, I'll tell you guys first. It'll be sometime in January 2022 when we're ready. But to me, what she was doing was putting up a roadblock in her mind as to what was going to stop her from moving forward with something that clearly she had an interest in hearing, at least hearing more about. Right? Hi, guys. Say hi. Oh, and also, if you missed me when I first signed on, I was about to lie and say I said this. I meant to say it, but I didn't, so I'm saying it now. It's the day before Thanksgiving. Hi, Nashika. Put something in the feed that you're thankful for. I am thankful for this platform where I just get to talk about whatever I want to talk about. And I'm grateful that people like Nashika tune in every week to hear me. So thank you. Let me know what you're thankful about. Your family, your health, your wealth, your friends, whatever. Everybody, if you woke up, you should be thankful. Just that simple. So put in the feed something that you're thankful for. But anyway, so I was sharing with this young lady, and she was interested in hearing about the franchise opportunity, but she kind of thought she had me because she was like, yeah, but how much is the franchise fee? So my thing that I want to share with you guys is you have to flip your brain if you want to win in life, if you want to be successful. This is not just about the franchise fee. This is about any area in life, whether it's romance, whether it's business, whether it's family relations. You have to want to win, and you do that by asking the right questions. Instead of her asking me how much, as if to say, I know this is going to be the part. Hey Liz, I know this is going to be the part that I'm going to get you in. Don't ask how much, guys. Ask how. Ask how. See, when you start asking how can I do something, it switches the brain from a we can't do it attitude to there's a possibility attitude. And it then, when our brain is a goal seeking machine, and when you say, how could I afford to do that? You have now set your brain in motion to figure out a way to get that thing done. Right? So that led me to thinking about what we do in finance. And if you hold on to the end, I'm going to bless you with some resources where you can figure out how to get some money to start your own business, whether that's starting it from scratch on your own, or whether you want to buy into a franchise like Deja Hue, or either some other franchise that meets more along the lines of what you're interested in doing. Before you run from that idea, let me just tell you this. Now, the reason why it's good if you're a new business owner to go out maybe and start with a known entity, a name, is because it gives you the flexibility of owning your own, but it also gives you the balance of having somebody to coach and train you. Thank you. Nashika says she is thankful for life, period. Once you start there, oh my God, everything else just flows, guys. What are you thankful for? What are you blessed? I know you're blessed because you woke up this morning. But anyway, I'm trying to do two themes at once. So let me go back. So if you when you go with a franchise, you get the support, the training, and the name recognition of a known brand. So therefore, you are in business working for yourself, but you also have somebody to go to when you have challenges, when you are nervous about something. And, so you have somebody to go to, somebody who's experienced, somebody who has done it and been where you are. And so they can tell you firsthand, some things to do that's helpful. So again, as we get to the end of this conversation, I'm going to give you some resources that can help you if you were thinking about starting your own business or opening a franchise. But let me say this, the first thing we go to, the biggest roadblock that a lot of us have is that we think we don't have the money, right? We say, wow, I really don't have the money. But let's talk about this Black Friday that's coming up after Thanksgiving. Everybody is waiting for Black Friday. But out of a big group of people, those who are waiting for Black Friday, you've got two types. You've got the consumers who are waiting to buy, and you got the bosses who are waiting for you to buy. My question is, which one are you? Right? So the consumer is watching the sales, they looking in the Black Friday papers, and the business owners, they are advertising in the Black Friday paper. They want you to see them. They want you to see that everything is 25% off, 50% off. They got 100 TVs for the first 100 people, you can get them for 50% off. But you do know, while we feel like it's a great deal, because we got that TV and we got $500 off of this big screen TV that we didn't even really need, understand this, that they only got so many of them they're giving away at that great price. After they sell those out, all the rest of the people that have been standing in line overnight that fought and kicked and elbowed each other so that they could be the first 100, guess what? They didn't make it, but now they have you in the store. And well, we don't have that one. We're out of that one. But here's this other model at this rate, at this time. And then, we out shopping now. We done been waiting all week. We shopping, and you're gonna buy something. It's designed for you to buy. This time of year between now and Christmas, and now in the new year really is the biggest shopping season for retailers. Like the bosses, they waiting on you guys. Come in here and spend your money. Come in here and go into credit card debt in the new year, but spend your money with us, because you know what? It's Black Friday. It's Black Friday. You're going to get the best deal. They had these memes out there. This one I thought was super funny. They were like, why do you have a waffle maker when you are allergic to waffles? And he was like, because it was on sale for $9.99. And I elbowed that old lady and got the last one. Duh. This is what we do, guys. So I just want to caution you, if you want a Black Friday like a boss, I want to caution you to start thinking about things that will bring you money. See, when that young lady asked me how much does it cost, the other reason that wasn't the right question is because she saw this as going to cost her something. Whereas if you are investing in a franchise, you will get a return. So while I can't talk to you about what the franchise fee is going to be at this point, because legally it's not set yet, Google what franchises cost, and you'll see they can range anywhere from $20,000 to $1 million if you were buying a McDonald's franchise, right? So, but here's the thing. When you're thinking like a consumer, you see it as it costs $20,000. When you're thinking like a boss, you realize you're investing $20,000 into something that is going to give you dividends of $150,000 to $200,000 to $300,000 every year for a one-time investment. Guys, you got to start thinking like a boss. And so, when I put up my title, Black Friday Like a Boss, I want you guys to start thinking about your purchases, not like a consumer, but like a boss. Last year, and actually the year before, I made a New Year's resolution, and it's like that time of year, right? New Year's resolution time. Decide in the year 2022 that you're only going to spend money on things that are going to net you a return, a financial return. So when you do that, it starts to make you evaluate what you do before you make a purchase. So if you're out and, maybe you're going to a concert and you decide that you need a new outfit, because that's how I used to be. Every time I have a new event, I need a new outfit, right? But the reality is, if I move some things back in my closet, I can find an outfit that's just fine that I haven't worn since the last big event I bought it for, right? And so my question I ask myself, if I buy this new outfit to go to this concert, how much is that going to net me financially? And that helped me to define whether or not I needed this purchase or I wanted this purchase. And wanting something is nothing wrong with it. I believe in living life to the fullest, and that means getting the things that you want. But if you have to put it on a credit card, technically that means you can't afford it. If you can't pay cash for it without it costing you, your living expenses, you can't afford it. So these are some of the things that I put in place in order to be a boss, in order to be able to live a life where I can control my own business and run my own life. I had to give up some things initially. You don't have to stay there, because once the business gets rolling, then you can start living like a boss and looking like a boss and, buying all the things that make you feel like a boss. But you do that after you have taken care of business, right? So I went on a whole year. Like I say, it really turned into 2 years because what ended up happening is it has become a habit. Like, do I really need it or do I just want it? Is it going to net me any income? So what does it mean to buy things that are going to net you income? I spent money on coaching programs, on business coaches, because ultimately I'm learning and I'm growing as personal development, and developing yourself personally is the only way you're going to increase your finances. It is not about the business. You can own Deja Hue. You can own any business. You can own a shoe shine business and make money. It's not about the what you make. It's about growing up here, because if you don't grow personally, you don't personally develop, you're going to keep doing the same things you've been doing year after year, and you're going to keep getting the same results. And where you are right now is a product of everything that you've learned up to this point, good or bad. It's because of what you are in, whatever situation you're in. And it's because of what you know that's going to elevate you to the next level, if that's what you want. So we've got to start thinking more like a boss and not a consumer. Some of the things I did when I decided to break out and really go hard with Deja Hue, I had to, cut out my weave. I had to get rid of the weave, the weave man, the weave girl. I used to wear the locks, the braids and the twists and the sew-ins and all of that. And people say, Kathy, what made you cut your hair? I was like, finances. It costs a couple $100 every 6 weeks, $200 to $300 to $400, depending on the style and the stylist, every few weeks, in order to wear that hair flowing and all of that, right? And so I was like, I could save an easy $200 every 6 weeks by going natural. So, it really started as a finance thing. Now it's a convenient thing. Like, I don't have to figure that thing out when I wake up in the morning. I woke up like this. So, yeah, so those are some of the things you have to start thinking about, and know that you have the resources at your fingertips if you want to, if you choose to investigate it at your fingertips, meaning you can Google anything and find out anything these days. There's no excuse for not knowing how. When you ask how, your brain should automatically start with Google, then go to YouTube. I mean, you can learn anything you want to learn almost for free these days. You just have to have the desire. So now we're going to wrap up so you guys can get back to cooking. And so I want to go ahead and I promised you some resources. If you're a person who think you might want to start a new business in the new year, you want to maybe start a franchise, or you want to open your own business from scratch. Maybe you want to open up a Deja Hue franchise when we start selling. Here are some options for financing that you may or may not have thought about. So first of all, if you're already in business and you maybe sell jewelry or whatever your business is, a lot of people sell candles and that kind of thing, you might have a PayPal business account. If you do you know that PayPal has something called a PayPal working capital, where you can go in and get a loan from PayPal with a set amount that they charge you in order to get the loan. Again, you always have to invest in yourself. There's a cost to do business. But they will give you a loan, and then they will take the payment from your sales. So each time you make a sale, you choose how much you want them to take out, 10%, 20% out of each sale until the loan is paid back. So you end up getting a working capital. You're working your business, and you can get financing without having to get approved for credit, without having to show your credit score. They simply look at what you've been doing with business with them already, and they base it on that. So that's one source. Another option, if you decide to do franchising, if it's a major franchise or operations, it's very possible that the franchisor has some financing options for you. So talk to the franchisor and maybe they have some financing options, and it's in their best interest to do that to help you get started, because with the whole franchisor franchisee relationship, when one person wins, everybody wins. When the franchisor gets more and more advertising, the franchisee gets the backlash of that. More and more people know about them, and the name sounds familiar, and they come to them. When the franchisee is getting more people and successful, the franchisor gets a bigger piece of the pie. So, it works hand in hand. So the franchisor who has the ability to offer franchising, they will. And so you should check into that. The other thing is a conventional loan from banks and credit unions. And guys, I know you saying they're not going to give me no loan. My credit not good. I had a challenge a few years ago. You know what? Bump all that. Don't tell yourself no. Let them tell you no. It is not going to hurt. You're going to survive it if they say no. But what if you're wrong? What if they have some new programs to help women, minorities, or entrepreneurs in general? Because of what has happened in the economy, a lot of grants and opportunities have popped up that you might not know about. And in that same vein, so don't say that the bank won't give it to. Go talk to them. Go talk to them and and ask them. And if they say no, say, okay, why? Why did you turn me down? And what can I do so that next time I come back, I can be prepared? Then they might tell you you need a business plan. They might tell you you need to raise your credit score, but at least you're operating with knowledge and not, well, I know they're not going to give me one because, they didn't give my mama one, and my auntie and all of them tried to get loans and nobody could get a loan, and banks don't give loans in our area and this zip code and that. You don't know until you go for yourself. Go and talk to them for yourself. Go to your bank. Go to your credit union. You bank, you got credit money with them. Even if you're just getting your work deposit, your payroll deposit in there. Honey, they making money off of that. Yes, they are. So, go and talk to them. Let them say no. Don't say no to yourself. Also, check with the SBA, the Small Business Administration. There are so many programs out here now for entrepreneurs and people who want to go into business. There's some specifically for people who want to purchase franchises. And they're more apt to look at you if you're purchasing a franchise, because what they know is that you will have the backing, the training, the support of the overall organization, and you're not out there on your own as a first-time business owner. You have support. So, that's in your favor if you go that route. Think about getting a business partner. Now, I will tell you, be cautious about business partners. Make sure you got a good understanding as to who's responsible for what, and it's somebody that you know, like, and trust. Because when you go into business with somebody, it's like going into a marriage. You guys have to agree and disagree, and agree to disagree and move forward regardless of any disagreements, right? But that's an option. I got some you probably haven't thought about too. Take out a home equity loan. I know you guys like, this is my house. Guys, you take out a home equity loan to go on a trip, to take a cruise. Don't tell me you can't tell me that you ain't used that. Too many people got second mortgages on their houses. So you've been using them home equity lines of credit for some, to be a consumer. Use it to be a boss, right? And what about your retirement plan? Here's a tricky one. Guys, I know you saying, girl, I am not touching my 401k. I've been working for 20 years. I'm almost about to retire, and I am not getting ready to pull that money down. I have been saving that money. Guess what? They are investing your money. Your money is not secure. Did you really think so? If you don't believe me, look at 2008 when the housing crash went down and all them people who had money in their retirement funds, the stock market went down. They lost their money. Them 20 years of saving, The stock market didn't care. Guys, your 401k is invested. It is invested in the market, which is gambling, which is a risk. But you are now leaving that risk to somebody else. I don't know about you, but I'm going to bet on me every time. I would rather take my money out of that 401k and invest it in my own business, invested in the fact that I'm going to make this business a success. And guess what, guys? They even have changed the laws that you can actually take your money out of your IRA or 401k in order to purchase a business without any tax loans. Without it being a taxable event. Now, I say this as not a financial advisor. I just know that what I've researched and read, but what I tell you is go and research that thing and see if that's an option for you, because your 401k is not guaranteed. I am sorry to be the one to tell you that. It is being invested. It is being risked every single day. Every single day. And if the market goes down, your money is gone. And there was a lot of retirees, people who retired around 2008, 2009, and all the money they worked for, that money was gone. It was not there. So that is an option, guys. And it's, again, this is not buying shoes. This is not buying purses. This is investing in an opportunities that is going to net you hundreds of thousands of dollars for your future. I'm going to take that bet over some people I don't know risking my money in a 401k. They don't have any allegiance to me. Remember those bonds or those stocks that you bought a long time ago and you just letting it sit there and ride and you just never did anything with it, those penny stocks? Check into them. See what they doing. That might be it. Guys, borrowing from family and friends. If you know some people who are well off and they are willing to invest in you, share with your business plan. Share your business plan, what you're trying to do. See if they'll invest in you, give you a loan. You can work out your own terms with them. And guys, if you don't ask, you don't get. You don't ask, you don't get. What else? There's crowdsourcing and angel investing. People do it all the time. I know somebody who did some crowdfunding so that they can have surgery for their cat. You know what I'm saying? People tend to give more for cats than business, though. I'll be honest with you. But I'm just saying these options are there. See, if you start asking, how can I do something, instead of just, well, how much? And as with the how much being a roadblock to your success, then you can start generating ideas on how you can make those things come to pass. So that being said, I want you guys to enjoy your Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're celebrating with family and friends. And if you're going out for Black Friday, I want you to go out thinking like a boss and not a consumer. I want you to understand that if you want to buy a new business in the new year, you want to go into business for yourself, maybe don't spend a whole lot of money on Christmas gifts this season. Your people know they love you, that you love them. They know it. And then maybe you can ask them, hey, instead of buying that gift, I'm saving money. I'm investing in myself and getting a new business. Why don't you contribute that to the fund? You get creative, guys. But what I'm telling you is that money is out there. It's money out there. It's money out there in these streets. You just got to go see it. There's grant money in these streets for people who want their own. You just got to go look for it. So that's me. That's all I have for today. I appreciate you guys rocking with me for 30 minutes. My goodness, time flies when I'm talking. But happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining me. Please like and share this video if you think it'll be helpful for someone. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and I will see you next week for coffee and conversation. Everybody be blessed and happy Thanksgiving.